Oke, halo semuanya. Kita lanjutkan Amphorius, gila. Kayak gak ada waktu banget loh.
It's a dead end ahead. Turn back, teacher.
Yes.
What? Aggie? No, it's an illusion.
Wow. Balik ke sini lagi.
Wow, this room is huge. Trinan, did you? Yeah, I saw it. Was that a warning from Oryx? What are you two whispering about? Treeby? Trinan? Trian can't even hear our own telecommunication.
Udah kelihatan.
Well, never mind. Trian suddenly feels like this place is quite familiar. Oh, there's a whiff of safari in this room. It's right over there. Over here. Follow Trian. Trian, slow down.
Even if separation is our fate, a futile death is not the solution.
It appeared right here. I summoned the Oryx. Stir up ripples of past reverie. Something's appeared. Wait, we should read it first.
For many years, Yanosapolis has relied on the rose myrtle to obtain the boon of the gods. We have spent 5 or 6 years now digging out its roots and cutting back its branches. Notice batteries on Promenade.
Wait, this is a letter? It mentions something about Saffron and Trepios? Isn't that name... Never mind that for now. Why is this letter here? And how did Trian sense it? Could it be our lost memories? Is it possible that we were already noticed by Oryx and entered their trial? But why haven't they said a word? Oryx has the whims of a child. Perhaps they're toying with us on purpose. Come on, this isn't the right time to be playing games.
Separation and death, reconciliation doesn't come easily for a mortal.
visions also fragments of the past? Treeby! Trinan! Look what I found! Is this the safari? It's coming! We'll take a look. But Trian, there's nothing in here. What? It was right in the stolium. Huh? There's really nothing here. That can't be! I swear I saw it! I swear! Trian is telling the truth. It was right there! Where did it go? Trinan, Treeby, why aren't you saying anything? Trian can't seem to hear you at all. We were just lost in our thoughts. Don't worry, Trian. What you saw was likely, Yana's hair. We must have startled it away. Okay. Could Orynyx be trying to make us falter? But why would they do that? Something feels off. Treeby, don't you think this temple is a little too quiet? What do you mean? It might just be an illusion, but Trinan wonders, is Orynyx really putting us through a trial? Still no luck finding any safari. I suppose we can do without it. Let's try to convince Orynyx. At least they didn't toss us out straight away. Whoa, Treeby, Trinan, look at this! So cool! It's really quiet in here. Do all Titans live in dark places like this? What's going on? Orynyx disappeared?
Are you saying that the black-robed swordmaster is not just tied to the Black Tide, but is also hunting for core flames everywhere?
This is the most plausible possibility. First, it has a vessel that can hold core flames. Second, I'm one of its targets. Let's start with the first premise. Its peculiar ceremonial blade can interact with a core flame, as evidenced by the pull I felt when it stabbed into my chest. I hypothesize that the blade can sense, absorb, or even retain core flames. The second premise is even more explicit. When it was engaged in fierce battle with many of us and was heavily distracted, it remained consistently focused on me. Or rather, on the Titan Circes inside me.
So it's plundering the flames. But if your argument holds up, wouldn't he be headed to Akama soon? The vortex of Genesis is full of the Titan's core flames.
Not necessarily. Let's call that person the Flame Reaver for now. If my presumption holds, that person has 3 targets. The first target is me. The second target is Orynyx, who hasn't yet fallen. And the third is Akama and the Vortex of Genesis, where the core flames are housed. But I suspect Akama won't be their first target. Kefali's core flame is guarded by the Council of Elders' arcane power. And Fagusa's water curtain should be able to block out any external perceptions.
What about Thanatos and Aquila? Their core flames are yet to be restored.
The whereabouts of Thanatos remain a mystery to all. As for Aquila, can you fly?
No, I can't. Why are you asking that?
Can that Swordmaster fly?
Good point. But what if he does grow wings?
If they had wings, I wouldn't have made it out of the grove alive.
That's a relief. Anyway, since the Flame Reaver has 2 targets, we need to move fast.
With the distances between Akama, the grove, and these potential targets, I believe we should bolster our defenses and...
Oryx! Are you in here? No response at all. Did they foresee that we were coming and hide in the fog? Or... Treeby, we should leave. This temple has other people in it. What? Oh. Listen, footsteps. Fast ones. 3 or 4 people coming this way. Come on, we need to hide. Whoever they are, we can't let them see us. Treeby, Trinan, come check this out. What's this? Trian feels like
Ngapain ya?
it's so familiar. See you tomorrow. Where am I? Little gray, snowy, and wait, where's Trian? Is she back?
We only saw the 2 of you collapsed on the side of the road when we arrived.
Danny and I looked around, but we couldn't find any traces of Lady Trian.
What about the black-robed swordmaster?
Blast it! Of course it's him. We were still too late. I fear something bad has happened to Orynyx's core flame.
Then Lady Trian...
She doesn't have much divine power left. We can barely sense anything.
That you're both safe is already a blessing. Everyone, we must take action now. We should split into 2 groups. One group will stay in the abyss and meet up with Aglaya's reinforcements, then search for Trian's whereabouts.
Yeah.
The other group will come with me to pursue the black-robed swordmaster and recover the core flame.
Lagi pada ngapain?
I didn't get to tell you this before, but Anaxa and I already have our misgivings about the Black Tide. So we've made preparations. I'll tell you the
Bang,
details as
akan
we
coy.
move. Opportunities are fleeting on the battlefield.
Oh.
We should hurry.
Lord Finan! Ah, Lady Treby and Lady Treenan. I'm glad you're all right.
Did Aglaya's people get here?
Yes, Lady Aglaya already knows about the situation and sent along a message. Finan, I understand that Swordmaster is of great importance to you. But if you charge in without a plan, I fear that you won't be the only one who dies in vain.
I understand. Hatred is a hero's deadliest poison. I have no intention of fighting alone. If that Swordmaster really is related to the Black Tide, the Chrysos heirs must not take them lightly. I have indeed planned to return to the Holy City and discuss the strategy with Aglaya. We'll need all the help we can get for this encirclement.
Treenan will stay in the abyss too. That way, both sides can communicate with each other if anything happens.
Thank you, everyone. Partner, Treby, let's go. We're back, Aglaya.
You should have come to me first, Finan.
Aggie, there's no need to scold Snowy. Akuma is currently in grave danger.
I know. It's beyond my imagination that the only two titans humankind can still rely on fell in such quick succession. I've never seen the golden thread pulled this taut, as if it could snap at any moment. Finan, tell us your plan. Time is of the essence.
This being is not just hunting titans, but taking the core flames too?
Yes, just like the Flame Chase journey is doing. Professor Anaxa thinks the Flame Reaver's arrival is likely a sign the Black Tide has spread further.
Regardless of whether you're right, this being is still far more aggressive than we expected.
But its madness is also an opportunity for us. If its goal is the core flame, then that means us humans can lure it into a trap. Anaxa had already left the Holy City with Cersei's core flame while we were on our way to the Abyss, so he can make preparations for the battlefield.
Tell me, what makes you think this won't end with us losing another core flame?
Because this time, the power from beyond the sky is also at our side.
Wow, mantap.
He is the key. We need your other companion too.
Ma'am, do you mean me?
I see. Finan, that battlefield you mentioned, is it Castrum Kremnos?
Yes, I'm sure everyone remembers the astonishing miracle our partner here performed with his companion during the battle with Nikodor, and how they awakened Castrum Kremnos' past. That will be the key to our victory. We will use Orynyx's power to once again open a passage to the past and lure our enemy inside. Then, we'll seal the Flame Reaver in the maze of time.
Impressive. Orynyx has fallen, and Yanis's divine power already belongs to Akuma. Once we take back the core flame, the Swordmaster will have no means of escape. It's very clever, using the element of surprise instead of brute strength. Can you do it, little one? enthusiasm. I'm glad to see you're confident. By the way, the Council of Elders declared a state of emergency when Treeby went missing. Kynus and her following have heard tell of the incident at the Grove and are galvanizing support in secret. I fear she'll make her move before the next assembly of the citizens.
What are they plotting?
That short-sighted politician likely believes the Chrysos heirs have outlived their usefulness and is making preparations for her next step. That ugly side of humanity is something we'll have to deal with eventually. But that's a problem for another day. I've sent Castorus ahead to the council with a message. She should be able to keep the situation under control for the time being. Finan, it is my hope that we can come to an understanding on this. We must take down the Flame Reaver in one go and retrieve the core flame, and in doing so, grant ourselves an advantage against the Council of Elders.
Of course. You may count on me to lead the charge.
I apologize for tasking you to spearhead the plan once again, but Akima is currently beset by enemies from within and without. The situation brooks no delay, and we have precious little time to confer and discuss the plan with you. That being said, you are the key to our success, and I shall respect any decision you make.
Masterful as Trian when it comes to the Century Gate. But even I can open a nice big gate if I have enough time.
As for whether we can take back the core flame, that will be up to Anaxa's capabilities.
Based on what I know of him, he can do it. I'll be honest, we can't. But the Flame Reaver will have to step over my dead body if they wish to do you harm.
We are grateful to you for your aid, and to the rest of you as well. Now, let us be off to begin the hunt. May carefully sharpen our gaze and grant us victory over the enemy.
You mean Mighty? He's dealing with a different problem. Don't worry, that man would never miss out on this fight.
Farewell, my dear friend. You must lead us back home.
You and I, we're both the same. We feast on strife and fear.
If you're truly capable of leading our people beyond this blood-stained fate, then prove it to me once more, Mighty Mos.
Gila all bagus.
I knew you'd be here.
I heard you're about to set off on an expedition.
That's right. It's going to be a tough battle, and our destination turns out to be cast from Kremnos.
Is that why you're here? To pray to the dead Nikador?
No, just the opposite. I'm here to tell you, you can entrust the front lines to us this time. You can't afford to lose your upcoming battle either.
Wah anjing, kaget tuh tai apa.
Have you heard the story of Geocles the Mountain Breaker?
Sounds like you've spoken with Cartonas. That's the name of the legendary mountain dweller, right?
Let's have a chat before we go our separate ways. Cartonas told me that back in ancient times, the mountain dwellers lived in seclusion. They spent their days quarrying and gathering, living a simple and peaceful life away from strife. But Geocles was different. He resisted their traditional way of life, yearning for the world beyond the mountain. They're safe, but humdrum culture was like fetters around him.
He sounds a lot like you.
Yes, that is why he too faced the same dilemma as I do. One day, during one of Geocles' many ventures beyond the mountain, he spied a battalion of Ladonians stationed at the foot of the mountain. The Ladonians were at war with their arch-enemies, the Companions, and they used the mountain as a base to carry out guerrilla warfare operations. When Geocles, who had taught himself the common tongue, approached a soldier, he learned a shocking piece of news. The Ladonians were planning to plant mines and explosives all over the mountain, and then lure their enemies within. With danger lurking with every step, the mountain dwellers' homes were no longer safe. Geocles quickly returned to his village to bring the news to his people. But
Let me guess. They refused change and chose to put up with the situation instead.
that's right. The mountain dwellers were fearful of even the smallest change to their lifestyle, let alone leaving their home. Despite the imminent war, the elders would rather negotiate for peace instead of leaving the mountains. This made Geocles both angry and sad. But he didn't give up. If you were in his shoes, what would you have done?
Lead my people on a resistance, perhaps. I'm not sure. I can't think of a solution that would make everyone happy.
A solution that would make everyone happy, huh? That's how naive we are. Well, let me tell you what Geocles did. He took the mountain dwellers' store of gemstones and traded them with the Ladonians for a massive amount of gunpowder. But he didn't do this to fight the Companions. Under the cover of night, he set ablaze the forest surrounding the settlement, forcing his people to flee the mountain. That great fire marked the beginning of mountain dweller history. Since then, their people became part of civilization, and giants became a common sight in the holy city. Meanwhile, that mountain they once lived in has turned into little more than foam inside the black tide.
But leaving their homeland also brought many mountain dwellers misfortune. They
were hunted by Kremnoans or enslaved. Indeed, that is undeniably also part of their history. And that is Geocles for you. The merits of his actions, or lack thereof, have been scrutinized by many, but historians nevertheless hail him as the Mountain Breaker. Why do you think that is? It's simply because he took action and enacted change with his own hands. He didn't try to make everyone understand him, nor did he even waste time trying to make everyone happy. He started a great fire and burned the shackles of tradition to ashes. And then forced everyone to march toward the coming of a new era.
You've made up your mind, haven't you?
I'll be leaving Akuma soon to fight the great darkness of this world. To shoulder Nikador's destiny. So, listen well. If there comes a day when we meet again on the battlefield, and I stand opposed to the flame chase, remember to stab your sword into my back through my 10th thoracic vertebra. That's my weak spot. The only way to kill me.
You have my word.
Go now. The battlefield calls. Send that flame-thieving hyena to their death. If you find yourselves with no other recourse, pray to that blade in the sky. Loudly call out the name of the new god.
Strive si Maidi.
That's the sound of an all-out war. Not the kind of ruckus Professor Anaxa can raise on his own. Let's hurry. The battlefield is just ahead.
Wow, kayak itu bisa lan. Apa-apa.
No way. A Kremnoan?
Selesai. Dua.
I didn't think she'd managed to send the Kremnoans to assist.
Gua tambahin bang, gua tambahin.
Brave warrior, what's the situation on the front line?
And Ackerman, why are you here?
Kampus. Ya, mungkin gak
What?
menang ini.
Didn't Aglaya tell you? We have been instructed to assist you in trapping the Flame Reaver.
Kalaya, that vile usurper. I spit on her name. Our king will be back soon. He'll be able to deal with you and that black road.
Red Bull lah.
The Kremnoans really are just like their king. Rest in peace.
Siapa Triane kan?
May your glory last forever.
Tribut.
Did they come to fight on their own accord? Or...
I can still. You must become.
Putra mau diserius dari bisa ngalahin guys. Oh,
I don't have time for games. Expand your thinking. Allow me time to cleanse the field. Do you know who this big diamond? It's all yours! Curiosity. Endless riddles. Nothing but a boy. Time to twirl! Me! Open sesame. Glimpse the unknown.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
We're almost there.
I can't see. Once we take back the core flame, Yanis's passage will open. When that happens, you must evacuate immediately. Don't stay behind. The rest will be up to how well we work together.
But remember what Mighty said before? Cast aside all distractions once you're on the battlefield. Let's go, partner. Today, destiny shall stand with us!
Finally!
Pent in the memories of the dead! Executioner!
You sure know how to keep a man waiting. Any later, and I fear the Titan would have sacrificed him.
Hail, child of humanity. 'Tis more effort keeping you hale and whole against that blade than it is in seeking the truth of the world.
Open sesame. Curious, endless riddle. Nothing but a boy. Expand your thinking. Watch it crumble. Time to twirl! Do you know this big diamond? It's all yours!
Blast!
Made of yeah. What are you? Open sesame. Time to twirl. Curious, endless riddle. Nothing but a boy.
Get ready, Croft. And hold up.
At long last.
Century Gate, open!
How embarrassing.
You didn't come down from the sky?
This city is mine anyway. So why shouldn't I go through the front door? Minion of the Black Tide. I, King of the Kremnoan Legion, will be your opponent today.
Long time no see, Mikado.
Never expand your thinking. Be of your body and mind. Time to twirl. Do you know this big diamond? It's all yours. Mimi.
Such petty tricks.
Time to twirl. Open sesame. Curious, endless riddle. Nothing but a boy. Expand your thinking. Watch it crumble.
It's time to end this.
Heed my call! I am the Lance of Fury. The agony this world needs! Witness this. New God has come to Castro Kronos.
Apa lagi nih? Bentar. Apa gua?
Put.
Apa?
Berarti si Maidi ini bener-bener ngambil
warriors have returned.
ya?
But are the rumors true?
Jadi
Has Ornyx fallen?
Apa?
As the Council of Elders said,
We face a dangerous threat. Yet the Chrysos heirs are only inciting more chaos. They don't care about the people's safety.
They really gave the core flame of strife to a Kremnoan at the end.
What a noisy crowd.
It's probably because Orynyx is gone. Orynyx was a generous titan in the eyes of the people. They graced us with miracles, allowing humanity to reap many a convenience from the past.
What they don't know is that the Titan didn't do all of that of its own volition. Regardless, the Titan has fallen, and we must surrender Orynyx's core flame.
A meeting with that woman again so soon? I just can't catch a break.
Professor Anaxa, matters that require Aglaya's attention are piling up. You two meeting again will, forgive my honesty, only distract her. Just try to stay on your best behavior, if you know what I mean.
That's not up to me, I'm afraid. I've been trapped in her prison the moment I set foot in this holy city. The price of having a Titan living in my head, I suppose. Don't worry, I don't want trouble either.
Professor Anaxa can be a bit unrestrained. Don't worry, you'll get used to it.
I'm sure you don't need my help handling Orynyx's core flame. So I'll be off. I have some personal matters to attend to.
It somehow feels like D has closed himself off even more after he completed his trial.
Yeah, a lot has happened in the past few days. You've been lost in thought for a while now too, Treeby. Did Trinon bring news?
Yes. She has found Trian. She was at the bottom of the valley outside the temple. But that's where the good news ends.
Ada yang mau ML nggak?
I'm sorry.
It's alright. They also found someone else besides Trian. He was no better than a corpse when Trinan and Hyacinth arrived.
Aku jadinya gini,
He
Mam,
had
kalau
suffered
kamu
more
lihat.
cuts than could be counted and leaped off a cliff from a great height, all to free Trian's body from the clutches of the black-robed swordmaster.
What a brave
Sorry, baru baca tadi, baru bangun,
Do we
so aku
know who he
mau
is?
ini kan, dikit.
Yes, it's Krateros.
Oh, malas.
Regresi ini yang uraian panjang gak sih?
Regresi itu yang mana? Kurva.
Uraian.
Lupa. Kurva kan?
If you want this girl dead, you'll have to kill me first.
Ya gitu sih. Tolong bantu koreksi, Mam.
Body made of flesh and blood as it is.
Karena itu sebagian teori yang gue males masukin, ya udahlah gini aja.
Better to die in battle than return even in glory. As a
Tapi
Kremnoan,
kemarin niatnya memang mau kutambahin kan
the
fokusnya,
fear of
cuma
death.
nanti kayak lain coba. Pantes.
She's lost her divinity. I have no interest in an empty shell. But answer me this.
Wow. Anjing, aku baru baca WA-nya Imam. Aku mau bundir aja lah. Aku tahu tambah. Live DC kalau bisa. Keren, Mam. Live DC kalau bisa.
As the
Kalau
leader of
bisa.
the Blood Shield
Kalau
Brigade's
nggak.
elite, I protected the king
Kalau
against the Black Tide with this very shield. And I've
Aku
done
jadi inget
this
penyanyi itu
over
siapa
and
yang nembakin
over,
shotgun tuh.
hundreds and
Ini,
thousands
aduh.
of times.
Ada kurt-kurtnya dia.
A pathetic killer like you could never understand
Katanya, Mais,
the weight
katanya,
it
Mais.
bears.
Yang ini loh, penyanyi yang dia nembak kepalanya orang Amerika pakai shotgun.
Like rusted iron.
Ada kurben gitu kayak gitu lah.
Supreme glory shall be mine
Ya,
as
Kurben
I
ya.
indulge in the libations and incense
Ini jangan
offered
sih.
by my descendants. Come,
Ada
let us
ininya kok,
fight
ada apanya?
for Kremnos, for my
Ada meme
king,
nyampean anjir.
for Amphorius,
Ube. Akan kumat. Lu, goblok lu, goblok. Ref mute, goblok lu.
We foresaw this cruel parting a
Antara bunuh
thousand
diri
years
atau
ago.
percobaan bunuh diri.
Today is but a reminder
Orang yang ngocok jelek.
of that bitter taste.
But Lady Aglaya, I
Dia
don't
Nirvana.
understand. It wasn't life itself that Lady Trian lost. Why does she look like she
But
really
I
turned into a
see
doll?
her in a
I
bag
don't
of
understand.
Don't be sad, Hyacinth. Trian has used up her borrowed time from Yanis, that's all. Her spirit is now riding the west wind, flying ahead to a world free of sorrow.
If a world like that truly exists, does that mean everyone from the Grove is there too?
It exists, Hyacinth. Do you not remember? The prophecy that guides the Chrysos heirs is the voice of Kethely before it fell silent. It loves all of its creations dearly and would never bear to lead us astray with lies. What about the Crimnoan veteran? How is he doing?
The Twilight Courtyard has done all we can.
Jadi memang cyberpunk
Even
lah.
so, we've only managed to keep him from breathing his last. I had to use the Sky Priest's techniques to help him to walk again. But if light ever disappears from Akama for good, no. Let's hope that never happens.
Like a fiend, like I'm burning alive, like the sun.
Bentar ya, aku start nonton.
The parting hour is upon us. Yet the golden thread runs slack.
I'm really so kalau buat driveran juga bener.
Everyone, please take this opportunity to rest and prepare for what awaits us. You've returned unscathed and brought tidings of triumph. Truly a moment worthy of celebration.
It's incredible to think that we returned Nikador's core flame not so long ago. It wouldn't be an exaggeration to say that you and your friend's arrival has melted the glaciers of history.
You could say this is the true face of history. It slumbered for 1,000 years, only to awaken for this one moment. Alas, now is not the time for a study of history. I do not see a Naxa around. Was this under your instructions, Finan?
Yes, it just seems much more efficient than letting you two go at it endlessly.
A rash decision. After all, he
Saya
still bears a
kembali.
core flame with him. I do concur with your assessment of efficiency, though. Now, let us table the issue concerning him for the moment. The more urgent matter is the core flame of Orynyx. The Chrysos heirs had initially crafted a plan regarding the order to return the core flames for titans like Orynyx and Circes, who harbor no intentions of harming humanity. Our strategy entailed assuming their divinity only at the
Itu
very
nama
end.
regresi lu kurva.
But this unforeseen turn of events has thrown everything into disarray.
If we don't return the core flames to the vortex of
Genesis,
Tapi yang
and
lainnya
we
udah
leave
main
the Titan's
kok. Yang
divine
terakhir
positions vacant?
tapi aku nggak tahu ya aku mau tak lengkapin apa enggak, aku nunggu kamu sama Mais dilengkapin dikit
But
lah
the most pressing
satu
issue at
halaman
hand
minimal.
is that we haven't found the Chrysos heir capable of bearing
Soalnya aku juga
Orynyx's
mikir
divinity.
doang anjing. Sebenarnya rumusnya juga dikit sih, cuma males aja masukin kayak
Finally,
pilihan
Castrus, Mighty, and Hyacinth. Treepy and I devoted a millennium scouring the world, only to find these few
kamu
people.
gacha siapa next banner?
Only a chosen few possess the capacity to assume divinity. The elite among the Chrysos heirs.
Supportnya
We
nggak
would
ngambil
never hastily extend our invitation without first verifying their potential to bear such power. Yet we cannot compel anyone into divinity, as it would be no different from sentencing them to the gallows.
Kan bannernya ini habis Castor bannernya Anaxa atau Anaxa aja sumpah ini tertarik Anaxa deh. Kayak tau nggak biasanya karakter yang biasanya dikesampingkan tuh malah OP ngerti nggak? Contohnya kayak ini siapa ya? Venturin awal-awal kan diramain banget tuh kayak alam beting Gepard satu banner sama.
Mana ada? Hoax dari mana kawasan?
Iya cok.
Mending Gepard, what the fuck?
Lah bukan gua yang ngomong. Kalau gua tetap tahu nih orang
mana yang ngomong mending Gepard langsung.
Twitter, FB,
Twitter orang-orang tolol, jangan percaya orang Twitter langsung.
Ya iya makanya.
Jordan main Twitter tuh.
I see the Reaper has forsaken you too, teacher.
Rata-rata gamer yang ini tuh yang aktif Twitter nih.
It simply put my life in the hands of the Twilight Courtyard.
Dia bawa kata gamer supaya aman.
That priest girl's medical talents are truly exceptional. She might be far from the ordinary girl
aktif
you
nih yang
envisioned.
dia setiap ngapain ini ngeposting,
This isn't about
ngapain
me,
ngeposting
Mighty
kalau
Mouse.
ada apa di retweet,
I saw it.
ini gitu loh.
You finally decided to embrace your own fate.
Ya tapi gua akuin Twitter memang nggak prebidet. Apalagi ya ini ya curigaku ya ini karakter justru kayak si siapa ini yang sekarang di banner ini ini bakal OP ke depannya. Aku
rulers of Kremnos could only aspire to this might.
Entah kenapa feelingku tuh selalu berkata karakter yang dikesampingkan tuh malah biasanya
I've made history, and henceforth divinity and kingship shall coexist as one.
Indeed, you've realized the aspirations of every former king of Kremnos. And now, you can at last bring our people home and reforge the glory of Kremnos.
Unfortunately, I harbor no such desire.
What? What do you mean by that?
Over 2 millennia past, devotees of Nikador's might banded together beneath their feet and erected a city of their own. Ever since then, Kremnoans have served as the blades wielded by the god of war, following the Titan's path in its conquest. Yet, gazing upon our history through the lens of my newfound divinity,
Saudara atau sepupu?
I now see it with unprecedented clarity. This history is sheer absurdity and inferiority.
Yang hubungan darah emang.
People surge onto the battlefield like ants, plundering and slaying for their own greed, only to be trampled upon.
Ya kan masih ada gitu.
The city of police
bayangin aja gimana perasaan
so dearly, alongside the supposed tradition.
Dan kita semua masih satu darah berarti dari Adam.
That could be crushed with a single touch of the eyes.
Salahnya Adam berarti.
Tidak ada. Kalau gitu masalahin aja lu anjing sekalian tai.
Gua nyanyiin lagu Nabi Adam
with mere
Udah pernah kamu nyanyiin soalnya.
Yang mana?
That pride holds little significance, Krataros. Now that I've assumed the divinity of strife, my next step will be to renounce the title of king.
No!
Convey my message to every Kremnoan.
Kamu kreatif.
This is an order.
Do not do this, Mighty Mouse.
Kayak gitu kreatif.
I beg you.
Diagamnya dijelaskan.
Our history commenced in the year 2506 of the light calendar, concluded in the year 4931. I, Mighty Mos, last king of Castrum Kremnos, son of Gorgo, do hereby proclaim the Kremnoan dynasty comes to an official close today.
You have killed us. You have killed us all.
Kenapa dia?
No. I am granting you
Awas dong
a
bang,
new
pantat
beginning.
gede banget anjing ngalangin vision.
What is this?
Bahkan
My mother's signet ring. It served as a symbol of kingship.
Weh,
I
bang,
now
bang.
imbue it with a fresh
Generasi 15
significance.
bajingan.
Take it.
Tapi juga kondisi
And
gini.
rally those who have lost their identities.
Awas bang,
Convey the
pantat
words
gede
of
banget
Mighty Mos,
ngalangin map
now
anjing.
ascended to
Gilo.
divinity.
Ih anjing suka gede banget.
You no longer need to chase fleeting honors or face
Oh.
death on the battlefield as if it were your sole destination. However, you must adapt to fit into the city you once observed with indifferent eyes. A cruel fate awaits Amphorius. No matter how illustrious a dynasty may seem, crumbles to rubble and gravel before formidable foes. Yet, you shall tread the only path out, one that leads to a brand new world at its end.
Why task me with being your messenger? Why not explain all this to them yourself?
Because only humans can guide the path to be trodden by humans. It's not the lot of humans who crave the power of gods and spiral into madness for it, but humans who stand ready to raise their shields high to protect the lives behind them.
I failed to save that child.
Pernah nggak sih lu matinya
That is
tempe?
irrelevant. As demigods, they have long been prepared for it. What truly matters,
Diem lu anjing.
you showed up
Oh,
there
Morgan.
and shielded her.
The one who persuaded Aglaya to set me free that night. Was that you, Mighty Mos?
Yes.
She's not one to easily make a concession. What did you offer her?
I staked my mother's name to guarantee the integrity of your soul to her. And I promised her that I would dedicate all I have to the flame chase journey.
And what is next, Mighty Mos? Where will you be headed now?
To the place where I belong, to fulfill my promise. The madness that has plagued Nikador and the darkness that has consumed Amphorius. It's
Kalian
now my turn to fight
literasinya
against
sampai
it.
berapa? Oh, tapi disuruh sih. Literasinya kan
There are
sampai
some people
10
to meet with
5 ya.
before I leave.
Aku jawabanku cuma nyampe ini. Cuma min 4.
Hah?
Jawabanku cuma sampai 10 pangkat min 4.
Wow. Aduh, capek banget nulis ulang-ulang gini, malas. Headsetku lama banget lagi apanya ngecasnya, kocak.
Kocok.
Iterasi 3, masih iterasi 3 loh. Tai.
Amalnya kurang banyak mungkin mau.
Hah?
Amalnya kurang banyak.
Tahu dari mana?
Gua udah kenalan.
Waduh, kenalan. Siapa tuh kenalannya? Gus kah?
Mereka.
Bagi 2 sama dengan 0,25 tambah 0,5 berarti 1,
Iya anjing.
ini kan 0,75 baru
You're here, Mighty
bagi
Mos.
2
It seems that you are prepared.
Yes.
You aided Akima through yet another trying ordeal. and my gratitude knows no
Ini
bounds.
terus ketiga turun lah anjing.
Isn't that exactly what you wanted?
Not everything unfolds according to my plan. In the current state of the world, I can only proceed one step at a time. Furthermore, you are ready to dedicate all that you have, regardless of the promise you made to me, aren't you?
Throughout my time in the Holy City, I've gleaned valuable lessons from you. Strategy, leadership, adaptability to change. Yet, it's only recently that I've come to realize the truly remarkable quality you possess.
And what is it?
It's the magnetic allure in your presence. It draws people to gather around you willingly, to seek your guidance. They strive not to disappoint you, not due to fear of repercussions, but out of sincere alignment with your ideals. That is precisely what every ruler of Castrum Kremnos has been missing.
I am truly honored to hear that. And now, Idamos, you have risen as the most powerful demigod in the world. How do you intend to wield this newfound power?
I shall see Nikador's aborted mission through to completion and become the strongest bulwark for Amphorius to defend against the Black Tide. I will secure enough time for the Flame Chase journey until you manage to lead everyone to reach the miracle of Genesis.
Midamos, a new chapter awaits Amphorius. Yet, the one who guides the people to the destination need not be you and I.
Huh. What did you see after assuming Nestia's divinity?
Despite the passage of 1,000 years, every word of that prophecy remains as vivid as ever. You shall have your final bath in warm and radiant gold.
Just as cryptic as all the other prophecies.
What's the reason for the laughter?
I was just thinking, if an ordinary person encountered these words, they would probably stay away from the baths for the rest of their life.
But I cannot forgo the delightful experience a bath offers. So, I assume you also glimpsed yours, Midamos?
One day, you shall die with a wound in your back.
Well, that is a rather straightforward scenario.
If I were to be terrified by drivel with no basis, I would not have attracted your gaze to join the Flame Chase journey in the first place.
You speak the truth. May you be destined for a powerful fate, and may we reunite in the promised new world. Farewell, mighty.
Submit or die.
What? Dimana ini?
Is Lady Trebios not here?
Lord Mighty!
Hyacinth. So you are the physician Krateros spoke of. It's no wonder then that he was pulled back from the brink of death. You have my gratitude.
I can take that as a compliment, right?
I've heard about what happened at the Grove. I'm deeply sorry for your loss.
I've heard far too much about death and grief recently. To quote Lady Treby, we should all focus on tomorrow, shouldn't we?
That's a valid point. You've always been the most optimistic one among us.
Well, I must say, it feels quite incredible to see a new demigod standing right before me.
You should prepare yourself as well. Humanity has already taken hold of strife, and one day it will also reach the sky.
Do you really believe I can do it? Even my ancestor, that hero of legends, couldn't conquer the core flame of Aquila.
Given your good rapport with the demigods, you should know that the path to assuming divinity is never limited to swords and spears.
You've always been so perceptive, Lord Mighty. Rest assured, if fate has truly selected me, I'll be ready. Right. You are here looking for Lady Treby and Lady Trina, no? They're not around at the moment. Is there a message you'd like me to pass on to them?
No need. I've already bid farewell to Aglaya. Meeting with the Oracle is simply a matter of courtesy.
You've bid farewell?
I'm heading back to Castrum Kremnos to fight against the Black Tide. In all likelihood, I will never again return to Akuma.
Oh.
On second thought, there is something that I'd like you to help me convey to them.
I'm all ears, Lord Mighty. I'll make sure to convey every single word.
Tell them that there is no longer a need to send scouts behind enemy lines. With a single message, the Lance of Fury will target anyone who dares oppose Akuma.
Lord Mighty.
I'll be embracing my destiny before you do, Castorus.
Can you feel Thanatos right now?
I don't feel them at all, regrettably. You have been painstakingly seeking that Titan for so long. But have you ever considered reaching out to me for help?
You mean...
Death refused to ferry me. If you were to send me to the Netherrealm, I may uncover clues along the way back.
I would never do that, Lord Mighty. Death is not a game.
You're right. That may very well be the reason why my people have struggled for millennia. They underestimated the significance of death.
So, are you returning home alone, Lord Mighty?
Returning home, you say? Maybe. At this moment, Castrum Kremnos is not just my birthplace, but also my fated destination. Work harder, Castorus. Go and do what you have to do, so that the trials we have endured may have meaning.
I will, Lord Mighty. May we reunite on the other side, where the warm west wind blows.
The King of Kremnos, without the signet ring, but looking more like a king now.
I'm no longer the king, Grand Craftsman.
Matters not the title. Surpassed all former kings your achievements have.
I will honor your trust and liberate the world from the clutches of fear. Nevertheless, I must request that you continue to watch over Phainon, Cartonas. I have a feeling that his fate will weigh heavier than all of ours combined.
Keep Phainon in mind, I will. Return to your home, brave king. Together with everyone, I shall remain here. That thunder from Castrum Kremnos, we wait to hear.
Outlanders? No. Trailblazers. I will soon make my way to Castrum Kremnos.
To go through with it this time. So
If
when
all
Marcus
goes
was Cecil
according
at
to
the
plan,
Pentagon, he remembers the
this
last
may
time
be
his
our final meeting.
Another supernatural baby. Cecil
I
recommended
just want to
that
let
they
you
use
know that I appreciate everything you have done for
Cecil in
Amphorius.
hopes that he can help. Eve is not pleased at this news, as Mark is seen in their home, accompanied by a woman named Sherry, recommended by Cecil himself. Eve is rightfully reluctant to ask the government for help, considering the origin of her own powers and what happened to her real parents. Sherry tries to reassure Eve that she's an independent contractor who is recommended by Cecil but doesn't work for the government. She also previously worked with the
That
mortal
means a lot to
Implicate
me.
and helped deliver their twins, Abraham and Mary. Sherry uses her X-ray
How
vision
about
to
you let
check
me
Eve while
guess?
she lays on the couch and confirms everything looks promising. She mentions that she has read Eve's file.
Are you
which
gonna
explains
say
that using
something
her powers
insane
actually
again,
burns a lot of
Trailblazer?
calories, and Eve comments that she should be using them. Since she's still insecure about her current body, but Sherry disagrees since her powers can take all the nutrients for herself, so she
Now
needs
that
to
I
stop
bear the
using them.
divine within me, I can get the vague feeling that you have a great significance. With this departure, I fear that I will never again return. Can I entrust you both to watch my back? And to continue supporting the Flame Chase journey in my absence? You have my gratitude. Then, farewell. Yes. Sure, let's do it. Well, feels peculiar. But this one. I wish the same for you during your time.
Use my teleport flashlight and safely infiltrate Rec Room to secure the orb. Holy moly macaroni. 10 seconds into the round and 3 of my teammates die. I need to enter the flow state. Say with me. Yorkie Tenkai. Dimensional drift. Ability known for gathering information.
Hold
giving your
on! Lord
enemy a
Mightimos
false
isn't the
sense of
prince
security that
anymore.
enables
He's now the
their own
guardian of
expansion.
Amphorius.
So I fought through a pit of hell to finish the job.
What's going on?
Neon's wall dropping beautifully symbolizes curtains falling at the end of a play. It is signaling that the enemies are running out of time. With a heavy heart,
We salute the guardian of Amphorius.
7 deadly sins. Instead of lust, I used my boat marching towards the garden to deceive my enemies, knowing that I would get cake on my face like it's my birthday. But I have a question for you. Did the itsy bitsy
Submit or die.
No, submit or die. So promise me you will never give up.
It's been a while.
Stop.
I should have known you were the mastermind behind this.
Hey, don't go pointing fingers without cause. I swear I'm innocent this time. See those kids over there? They're the ones who brought everyone together.
I admit, that took me by surprise.
Were you seriously just going to sneak off without a word with me?
Well, I was actually on my way to bid farewell to you, but ended up running into this.
Oh, that's quite an honor, I suppose. We better not leave them waiting too long, don't you think?
The road to Castrum Kremnos from here is long. Perhaps it wouldn't be a bad idea to take a moment and etch their faces in my memory one last time. I think I see more than just the Kremnoans here.
I'm thinking maybe it's about time the god of strife gets a new name. How about the god of solidarity or preservation? Dong Hung mentioned that one to me. All right, it's about time for us to part ways. Any final goodbyes you want to share? This might be your last chance. Why so quiet? I thought divinity would wash away some of your sentiments.
Do you truly feel as carefree as you seem? Or is this just a facade you wear?
You know what? You sound just like Aglaia at this moment. But you're not off the mark. I just thought that putting on a nonchalant front for this occasion might help us preserve some dignity.
I can see through your deception, even without the power of mind reading.
Am I really that terrible at controlling my facial expressions? Well, with that said, thank you for aiding me in defeating my archenemy, Mightimos.
No need to thank me. This triumph brings no delight, nor does it signify closure. You understand that more than me.
Indeed. In the end, I still haven't unraveled the mystery behind that black-robed swordmaster. Maybe I've never managed to cut off my destiny.
But that matters not. Pain may be cured, but scars remain. This should not be effaced. Even with the divine might of Ornyx, you cannot stop the past from leaving its marks in our blind spots. Can you genuinely let go of everything as soon as that swordmaster is dead? That's impossible. Revenge is merely an obligation that must be carried out, and no one can find mental fulfillment through it.
You're right.
Look forward. Chew up and swallow your past. And make sure emptiness and bitterness are not the only flavors you know. Remember that there is a whole world behind you waiting to be saved.
I will keep that in mind.
I have a final favor to ask. Please look after the Kremnoan warriors in my absence. They will undoubtedly face challenges while assimilating into Akuma. It is my sole regret that I cannot stand by them during this time.
Do not worry. Leave it to me. And, while I'm at it, I'm going to find out if the Kremnoan language is really missing that many words.
The Kremnoan philosophy can never be encapsulated in a mere dictionary. But if there's a chance in the next life, you should come visit my library. I'll be on my way, Deliverer. Remember to stay alive till the final act.
Yes. Same goes for you. Don't die too easily. May triumph always be yours, Maidamos.
Oh, right. One last question.
Go ahead. You better not leave any regrets behind.
Are you the one who told Cartonis about the signet ring?
Well... who knows?
Get up, my son. You showed great courage in today's training. Let's wrap it up for now.
Yes, Mother. Mother, there's something I want to ask you.
What is it, Maidamos?
Why must we learn to fight?
It is for glory and honor, my son. For Kremnoans, mastery of swords and spears is ingrained from birth. And the battlefield is our destined end.
Is that really
the way it is, Mother?
What makes you say so?
Because you don't sound entirely sure.
You're right, Maidamos. I once believed those words, without question. Until your father cast you into the Sea of Souls. It was at that moment I realized how everything I believed in was utterly hollow. Perhaps the spirit of Kremnos had once existed. But as greed bloomed in the hearts of humanity over the years, such spirit had long faded alongside our glory. I no longer put my faith in any oath or doctrine. Now I have just one role. That of your mother, Maidamos. Your guardian.
That dream always ends there. The journey back to Castrum Kremnos is proving to be longer than expected. Krateros said that shortly after my fall into the sea, my mother challenged my father to a duel. She died through father's treachery, and I never saw her face. Yet each night she would show up, waiting by the flickering firelight. I always anticipated the sequel to that dream, believing she had more words of wisdom or guidance to offer. But now, I think I finally come to understand. That is all she wished to tell me. And now, I too am left with but one role. It is time for this journey to reach its end.
Look! Midamos is back!
Glory belongs to you! We've got fresh pomegranate juice. Want to try some?
We meet again. Welcome back!
How was your training?
Ooh, say, come and check out what I just wrote. Midamos! Did you just come back from training?
The door defend you!
It's been a while.
I'll beat you at the festival.
Welcome home, Midamos. Have you found something?
I'm home.
We smell sunlight and the wind of Akuma. This was your favorite spot, wasn't it, Trian?
Lady Trian, why did it have to end up like this?
Take it easy, Cass. Departure is a part of life. It's just that ours isn't as tumultuous as it is for ordinary folks. When we started our journey, Yanis had already provided their prophecy. Just like how that Titan divided themselves to create the countless passages in the world. It's only natural for us to follow the same path since we inherited their destiny.
If you don't mind, Treeby, are you still willing to unveil that past for us? The past regarding the prophecy?
What do you seek to learn, Snowy?
Midamos has left the city to face his own fate. That is, the fate of every demigod. We will all eventually let go of our past to follow the same path as his. So, what I want to know is, as Amphorius' first demigod, what compelled you to take the first step on this journey? And what has sustained you to make it this far without looking back? Despite the fracturing of your body and the numerous departures you have endured.
Hello?
All right.
Teacher, Are you sure about this?
He is already doing what he has to do. What reason do we have to keep it from them? Let's go, everyone. Let's go to the abyss of fate and see how it used to be. Then we will leave it to you. Trinan, would you mind?
Tribi, are you not coming with us?
I want to stay here with Trian for a bit longer.
I see. We'll be off then. Take care.
Since you have made your decision, then let's proceed as you wish. See you later, teacher.
Cass, are you not going with them?
No. I'd prefer to remain here to accompany Lady Trian. She hated being alone.
What's this?
A little gift that I had hoped to deliver to her personally, though fate had other plans.
Oh. So you saw us arguing that day?
Yes. I figured Lady Trian would like it a lot, so I bought it.
I see. Cass, you know, I recognized it immediately that day. It truly is an authentic piece from Yanisopolis.
Then why?
It's just that Trian had forgotten far more things than I. For example, she forgot that this glass object meant something unfortunate according to the traditions of our homeland.
I'm sorry, Lady Tribi. Should I...
No need to apologize, Cass. At that time, I simply didn't want her to be trapped by our past, especially considering how much time had passed since we left home. But now... it might just be the perfect gift for Trian.
All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle. While you and I have long accepted this absurd fate, they remain fresh and inexperienced. Teacher, don't let the weight of that cruel prophecy crush their spines.
But it would be even more cruel if we allow them to ignorantly fall before the gates of the new world. They will eventually need to know the truth. We just need the right opportunity. This, to me, feels like the right opportunity.
So, this is how the Temple of the Three Fates looked back in the day.
At this point, Yanisopolis still resides under Aquala's protection. Yet it is already fated for decline, and only contains a beautiful facade.
Is it because Amphorius has entered Arabellica?
Yes, strife remains distant from this part of Amphorius right now. But in 5 years' time, at the same entry hour, this temple will become the source of another war.
Then, where are you at this time?
Right over there.
Why does she look somewhat different?
It's because we don't quite recall how we used to look.
Oh, my apologies.
Please don't. We should be the ones apologizing. Come, everyone. It's time to witness our last conversation with Orynyx.
You're here, Orynyx.
This is our memory, so your senses are also aligned with the Trebios of that moment.
False prophecy, huh? So you still think that way? But the black tide has already arrived, and Yanis remains in slumber. If even the god of passages, known for guiding mortals, cannot resist this catastrophe, then what can we do against the incoming destruction? Those chosen by fate would never have their family taken from them. And how can I alone remain safe and secure while watching the entire world crumble before my eyes? This might be our last conversation, Orynyx. I will do everything I can to protect you from the black tide.
The family she just mentioned.
It's our mother. She fell from the spot into the valley a long time ago. It was during a grand ceremony held to seek Yanis's guidance. But things took an unexpected turn. It was Kefali who responded instead.
Did something go wrong with the ceremony?
Yes, but those two occurrences were in fact unrelated. Kefali's response was simply a coincidence. On that frosty night with treachery abound, as the holy maiden of Yanisopolis met her demise, the world-bearing titan also fell in another corner of the world.
Kamu ngapain nablu, guys?
Let's keep up with her.
Iya.
This story,
Jadinya kamu kayak gimana? Kamu tulis semua
he
caranya atau
should be the one to tell it.
Sama kayak punyamu.
That thing ahead.
Berarti.
It's the altar of
Tapi nggak tahu ya kalau
Delanton.
tiba-tiba nanti ada perubahan kayak tiba-tiba
That's
Jordan.
not our destination. We're
Apa
heading to the
Jordan?
Oh enggak, Jordan.
This place
Kamu
seems to be
nanti pilihan gandanya kamu tulis sama caranya nggak?
Lah, masih uraian aku.
Render apa itu?
Besok update. Gadgetnya ya sih.
Aku butuh Teresa.
Kamu gacha Verisa nggak?
I never thought there would be such a hidden
Yang
space
mana?
like this.
Itu siapa namanya?
This is the
Wah,
Is
itu
this
bidang 4.
Yanis's maze that Trinon used for divination in the past?
not only that, it also
Eh,
serves as a
bannernya
law.
besok siapa aja sih,
Our
Paresa?
childhood abode.
This is the largest puzzle I've ever laid
Satunya
eyes on.
Paresa siapa?
And it even acts as a door lock.
Yang part 2 siapa?
Should have expected something like this in the homeland of puzzles, I suppose. So, how are we going to solve it?
KSR katanya bagian.
Just follow the designated path and let the stone ball fall into the pool twice.
Seems pretty straightforward. Even Mighty might be able to complete it in a single try. That's not talking smack. It's Mighty. Enough with the talking. Let's just get started.
Ih, cantik banget sekarang. Cewek, cowok, gua gas anjing, gua gas cuy.
Sesuatu.
Hah?
Ini ada kenapa? Udah.
Tai dikatain mampus sama cowok.
too have the makings of a high priest now.
Getting that stone ball to the endpoint looks pretty tough. My hands are shaking just from looking at it.
Saya airnya berdiri. Bodoh. Oh ya, anjing. Weh, nyangkut tiap listrik kan. Gitu. Babi ngocok.
Secret door is open.
Go inside, and you'll see the place where we grew up.
Kira babi doang bisa ngocok. Gue juga bisa nih. Berarti gue setara babi. Gak tahu.
Salah.
Ngocok gue melebihi babi.
Tidak salah.
Saya kira kualitasnya gimana? Sorry ada bukan babi. Pembahasan yang tidak saya mulai manusia.
You grew up in a place like this?
By the time we were born, the role of the Holy Maiden had already diminished to a mere title. Those in tune with the Titan's guidance are bound to become messengers for others. To maintain appearances, those in authority added some embellishments. And with Mother around, our childhood wasn't entirely without joy.
Even so, I still find it hard to imagine.
20 years can go by in no time.
Trinon, for most people, 20 years is a long period of time.
Right. Becoming a demigod sure changes how one lives through time. It's hard to believe it's been so long. Your power is exceptional, Little Gray. This place looks exactly as before. Let's explore the room a bit.
There's so many boxes here.
These should be our belongings. What's this?
A red glass fragment?
We were still very young the first time we saw it. Mother came back with a beautiful glass piece, but her face was streaked with tears. She simply placed it on the table. It looked so sparkly that we couldn't resist playing with it, but we ended up breaking it by accident. Mother didn't get angry. She simply held us quietly for a long time. It wasn't until we were older that we learned in Yanissopolis, if someone gloriously died for destiny, the Holy Maiden must pick a piece of glass from the volcano's quarry and polish it, then give it to the deceased's family. On the day Mother returned with the glass, her friend lost his life on the battlefield. Since he had no family left, Mother had to keep it herself. Later, on the eve of the ritual, Mother also gave us a beautiful piece of glass. Let's move on to the bedroom.
It's Trebios.
Just as expected. It's time to get going after all. Mama, are you going to that ritual tomorrow?
That's right, my sweet girl. What's the matter?
I wish I could go too. I have something to ask Yanis.
Oh. What do you want to ask?
I want to know how to chase the black tide away.
Ah, I see. Unfortunately, it's a secret ritual, and only I can preside over it. If you want me to consult the Titan on your behalf, you'll have to promise me
Awas dong
something.
Buddha tuh ngapa ke atas gua nih. Kira bebas.
Be a good girl and go to sleep now. And whatever you dream of, don't be afraid. Just sleep through the night until morning comes. Until the next time Aquila opens their eyes. Can you do that for me, sweetie?
That's it? Of course I can! Trebios is the most amazing Holy Maiden of Yanis! Well, little Holy Maiden. But why, Mama?
Because this ritual might take a long time.
How long?
Tomorrow, my sweet child. I'll be back tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then the next tomorrow. If not, the tomorrow after that. But if I still haven't returned for a very long time, that means the ritual has succeeded. It means I found a way to chase away the black tide and reach the new world on the other side. But for various reasons, I can't return to bring my sweet girl with me. But I'll be waiting for you there. As long as you stay brave and kind, we'll meet again in that new world. It's the end of the west wind, the black tide's other shore. A radiant sea of flowers, blessed and protected by the gods. In the rosy horizon, you'll see a silver white shoal. It marks the end of your voyage. A haven free from storms, cold, and heavy rains. No sorrow can linger there. That is where I'll be, waiting for you.
Wow, that sounds just like the island from my dream. Oh, I know. I'll turn the moon into a ship and the stars into sails to go find Mama. Pinky promise?
Pinky promise. As long as you sail toward tomorrow, as long as the sun will rise for the next day, our wishes will come true together.
If the final murmurs of the Titan are true,
Gila,
such a
anjing, ada
place
apa?
really exists on the shore beyond the black tide at the end of Genesis, then our promise still stands. Please, wait for me, Mother.
After those 10 years of darkness, when Aquila opened their eyes for the last time, we finally set off.
Where did she go?
Is that all?
Take a look. This is purity. This way. Now, we'll go through this shelf.
But how? With Yanis's power?
Indeed, we hadn't acquired their power back then.
So, this obstacle, it was simply a mirage?
Yes, the answer is right on the shelf. Go ahead and give it a try.
It's a secret passage.
It was a secret passage prepared by the Holy Maiden's supporters for Mother and me as a precaution. And now, it is turned into our passage to escape, just as anticipated.
The path to the temple was in quite a state. Did someone do it on purpose?
No surprise at all. Some people caught on to what we were planning and tried to intercept us, while others were willing to clear the way for the Holy Maiden.
I can't move it. I can't climb over it either.
Time Titan?
Is that you?
Just like this. Regardless of our act, we don't remember it's closer to...
Passage is now cleared. Ornix. Thank you, nameless god.
Wow.
Whoa! It looked truly magnificent back then.
Relax. Take it easy.
All these people, they're just civilians, not enemies, correct?
Mostly, but it might not be the case later on.
Hey, little ones.
Shh! Please keep it down.
Okay.
I heard there's a lovely Holy Maiden. I couldn't stop her.
Oh, really?
Huh? What a bummer.
It's getting late. We couldn't go.
Okay then. We'll come back next time. By the way they are dressed, the siblings look like civilians living outside the temple. Mother mentioned that when she was a holy maiden, she caught a girl sneaking into the temple to steal the tributes. Stealing from the temple was punishable by death. But that poor girl had no family and just wanted something to eat. So Mother took her outside and even gave her some food. Perhaps these two children are the descendants of that girl from back then.
Ah, Lady Maiden. Lady Maiden, you need to dress warmer. It's pretty cold out. Let me give you a blanket. No need to trouble yourself. I'm just going for a quick walk. All right, but please take care of yourself. Your mother made us promise to look after you before she left. It's been a while since I last saw you. I just realized you've grown into such a beauty, just like your mother. Oh, here, have some of my sweet pastries. She used to enjoy them, so maybe you'll like them too. What's wrong, Lady Maiden? I'm fine. It tastes really good.
This lady is Mother's old friend. When we were little, we sometimes got to eat the sweet pastries she brought back.
Panjang banget sih aku Urayan.
You've always remembered the familiar taste.
Berapa kamu?
Oh, berapa?
How do we learn where it came from?
Enggak sih, enggak sepanjang itu sih.
Aku 3 page Urayan doang.
5, 4,5 paling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ya.
Apologies, Lady Maiden, but the Yanis vault is under maintenance today.
Perfect. That way, no one will disturb me while I'm talking to Mother.
All right then. May Yanis guide your path.
The Yanis vault?
It's where Yanis's heart lies and the core flame is kept. Just enter on the left. It's also the place where Trebios was born.
Take a look. This is pure genius in action.
Trebios. What does that name actually mean?
The one with 3 lives. Mother believed our birth was blessed by the 3 titans of fate.
Wow, emang babi gue
She named
Paiko.
us thus to express her gratitude. Looking at how things have unfolded, fate might have had a role in it.
Hah? Di sana? Enggak, tanya bener dong.
Dave main enggak?
Finally.
Ya. Bentar. Cuman masa kita berdua sih?
The Yanis vault is right ahead.
Aja Haidar kok mau.
Iya, kalau mampir jangan berempat, jangan bertiga, jangan berdua, jangan bersatu.
Regresi ini kan aku coba bikin kurvanya. Oh my god, sangat tidak akurat.
You want this? Fine. Take it and amuse yourself.
Jangan lo. You know I trust you.
At long last.
Dia ada yang namanya budet.
Okay.
I knew there was some sanity left in you, Yanis. No, Yanis. I've come here to take on your fate.
Siapa yang datang? Siapa yang masuk?
By the blood of the
Halo
Lamb
Bri.
and the strength of my blade-wielding right hand.
Pergi lagi dia.
What?
I am Trebios. The
Beneran
listener,
juga coy.
the
Katanya
announcer,
Haida.
and the witness of the prophecy.
Siapa itu Haida?
I, the holy maiden of
King
Yanisopolis,
MTK.
the walker of the infinite paths,
Raja MTK.
have come forth to assume your duty.
Tuhan gak sih?
Iya, Pak.
Bahaya itu.
Iya, Pak. Cocok sama juga.
Just as I wished. This journey promises to be a long one, with 1,000 selves to accompany me. No matter. My hands are not made for bearing arms, but my feet are destined to embark on a journey for the benefit of all. Without a doubt, Titan. Let the prophecy shatter me, so that I may open a myriad of paths for this imperiled world. I understand, Yanis. Thank you. Now, may you rest well. Mother, did you see that? I have assumed my duty and stand ready to set out. We will step over the gods' corpses and wander among humanity, and thus we shall sweep apart Amphorius's pitch-dark fog. May we
Yoga. Aida
May the
Apa mau nungguin dulu? Aku mau ngetes suatu
follow the myriad paths trodden and reunite at the end of the west wind.
Feelingku malam Haida
Where
gak bisa.
flowers bloom in spring. Mother,
Soalnya dia kan belum ngerjain match.
I shall see you tomorrow.
Yang masa dua-duanya masih.
Who dares lay hands on the core flame? Drop your weapon and surrender at once.
Ya.
I knew this would come.
It's opening up. Move aside and get ready. The Holy Maiden.
Ri.
What's happening here? Lady Maiden, where's the thief who stole the core flame? Look at what she's holding, you buffoon! She is the thief! Take your positions in front of your arms! We're taking back the core flame!
Asli akar rame banyak banget nih satu.
Bring
Satu
it
orang
on.
masih udah 3 page ya. Belum lagi selesai nih, Cok.
Come forth, loyal guards. At least do it properly. Pierce me in the chest.
Fight gak sih? Fight mana guys?
Kayaknya juga lagi bebas deh. Dia lagi metong kayaknya.
Zel, minta dong jawaban versi pilihan ganda Zel, boleh nggak?
Itu sama si Putra tadi.
I'm right here.
Masih Putra
You
juga.
all know who
Yep.
I am.
Ini.
Go ahead.
Aku penuh cok. Ayo emang ini anjing ada masalah di
There's
laptopku ya.
still any loyalty
Mau
within you.
dong.
Kasih bang,
Step
kasih bang.
aside for the
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my
holy
god, oh my god, oh my god.
Otherwise, by the
Cinta
decree of the
dong.
holy city's
Udah itu punya
codex,
si apa sih
anyone
itu?
who dares to harm the holy maiden shall face
Ini sih Putra,
execution.
Tapi jangan.
Captain, what should we do?
Jangan berharap lebih aja. Menurutku.
Pasti pulang.
What the
Do it.
anjing.
Ih, kuat Fadox.
Rich? Then come
Ya,
with me.
emang dong orangnya.
Take this traitor's head and
Bener-bener
will be ours.
malas.
Kamu buat begini.
We can't just stand by and do nothing.
Malesan.
Let's move, partner.
Ih, lucu juga namanya di header gitu ya.
Expansion. Allow me time to cleanse the filter. Time to twirl. Honored to meet me. Time to twirl.
Udah aku kasih ke Putra.
Hah?
Putra.
I don't have time for games. Open sesame.
How's that possible?
Lu ngapain sih mam judul?
Could the Titan actually be on our side?
Berno. Soalnya di sini iterasi 11 ditaruh di iterasi 12 ditaruh di iterasi 11.
I should go.
Let's keep up.
Sisi bersamaan terus ini bersamaan bangsa.
Path is opening up for me. Oh, Yanis, protect me.
Oh iya namanya.
Filthy rat! You'll die for defiling the core flame!
Big diamond! It's all yours! Hopeless as ever. Expansion. Curious, endless riddle. Nothing but a boy.
Gila, Reza mau diambil.
Mini. Open sesame. What a crow. Time to twirl! Be of your body and mine.
Pelajaran Jawanya jelek banget ternyata. Biasa.
Waktunya kopi. Wih, 1C pembahasan. Dikasih pembahasan Putra coy.
Awal nggak ada.
Ngeri banget.
Bahasanya di awal.
Curious, endless riddle. Nothing but a boy. Time to twirl! Mimi!
Wih, jadi jangan disebut lah.
Glimpse the unknown. Amazing. But then again, it's me we're talking about.
guarded. What do I do?
Oh my god.
Just as I thought. Inside.
Nah, gini dong.
Lihat pas cowok udah suka lihat. Lihat.
Don't alert them.
Karena yang fuck.
Lihat dahulu.
Gila tapi tak
Suka lihat habis kok.
ya. Senjata jelek gue selesai 2 jam dia tahan. Cara SR 8
The holy city guards. But I'm already so close.
This should be the last fight. We have to help her get, but I don't get it. This has been puzzling me. Who has been aiding Trebios in her escape?
Kirinya itu 0,2, 0,25, 24, 21.
Well, history might be blurred by memories. Seeing how the whole city is hunting her down, if she pulled it off alone.
Trebios had been, but what did we truly mean to her? You'll find that.
In that case, let's focus on
25, 73, 24, 21, 8, 25.
Ada 8.
I don't have time for games. Expand your thinking. Allow me to purge the roots of your body and mind.
Di Sumatera bukanya setengah 7 nggak sih, Zer?
Iya, 14.30. Asli dah, lama.
Relate gak sih?
Dia ke Jakarta udah buka, udah berarti kita 30 menit lagi.
Iya, biasanya bedanya setengah jam.
Ya, gue goceknya PUBG sih.
Adalah sama-sama itu loh.
Open sesame.
Apa itu?
Curious?
Akhirnya bisa dapat skin.
Nothing but a boy. Time to twirl.
Kalian pilih ruby hijau atau ruby ungu?
Ungu lah.
Lebih bagus apanya? Apanya? Efeknya.
Gua hijau itu dari tampilannya, bro.
Beyond this gate
cantik tuh gua.
awaits a bounce.
Karena kan
This is
nanti
where
kan
my
dipakai
journey
nggak enak kalau
begins.
misalnya
Pot of
sampai
passages.
gitu. Kalau misalnya
Can you
tipis.
see me?
Udah capek dapetinnya tipis apa
No response.
Sama kayak ini
Can't
loh,
stay
Baude
here
ini.
much longer.
Baude ini apa namanya? Blazing.
The question that has
Nggak
been
ada apanya,
puzzling.
Cok.
She's about to reveal the answer.
Nggak ada ininya.
But nothing happened. What was making her or you hesitate? If she had known this flame chase journey would proceed as the Titan foretold, bringing about great suffering and fatality,
bisa pakai diamond kuning
would she
besok ya?
still have chosen to walk through the gate?
Besok banget nih.
I think the answer is already
Aku
within
cuma
you.
punya 68.
What?
Gak dapet
Aku
gak
cuma
sih?
punya 500-an kayaknya. Cuman aku di DM ku ada 200-an sih.
One day,
Aku juga ada.
someone would return. We can never know for sure
Ambil
who
skin
helped us back then.
Aku mau ambil spesialnya
Was forever
Cecil sih,
engraved
kayaknya
in our
cukup deh.
hearts,
Enggak yang
motivating
pakai
us to
diamond.
the letter written by Trebios of the past and sent to her future self.
Yes.
Allah.
You'll remember it all.
Wow, hampir nabrak.
And then find your way back to the gate here. I will set sail toward the pier. You have traveled far.
Cuma
That is the
699.
maxim that unveils Trebios' fate. You shall shadow
Iterasi ke-12.
if you ever feel lost.
Worry
Ih,
not.
banyak amat 12 cok.
The loss each one
Aku
of us
sampai
has
15
never
ini.
losses are
Wah.
against in the hot blood of the
Pakai
sacrificial
titik
lamb.
aja, jadi bikin 1 sama 2, baru nanti titik-titik kita pasti 15.
In the name of the three fates,
Hitungnya
I
gimana?
stand by now. With
Gimana
or
kita tahu
without,
dia?
I run towards
Pakai
the
tabel,
one I
tabel.
can
Kita
truly
kasih
pierce
tabel.
through. We will meet again at the end of the west wind.
Gimana ya? Aku sudah sampai iterasi 12. Tinggal 2 lagi. Aduh, kenapa tidak kepikiran dari tadi ya, anjir? Kenapa
Mungkin
kayak
kamu
gitu aja?
rajin. Maaf ya, aku tidak rajin.
Enggak terus. Berarti gua goblok.
Ada cuma goblok gua apa? Max. Goblok Max.
Pas 1 2 75 25 berarti belakangnya 75 nih 25 12 11-nya malah Sama.
Lady Treby,
Sama.
do you still
25,
think
75,
that everything will be fine
73,
tomorrow?
beda.
Yeah,
Tai 25 sih.
that's what Trian.
Pantes kok. Sama
With
sama
all
aja.
due respect, Lady Treby, you know perfectly well.
Iterasi ke-13.
I hope your toughness is not a mask hiding.
Cass, that's not a
Tadi
lie.
lihat-lihat skinku sangatlah jelek.
See you tomorrow is the greatest prophecy in the world.
Iya, ini
Prophecy?
dulu awal-awal main nggak kepikiran punya skin.
Every
Sekarang
corner
udah
of this
banyak.
land, every heartbeat carries a prayer
ada
for that
kepikiran dulu,
prophecy to come true. It may
Tiba-tiba
be
udah
that
banyak.
only a few heroes will bring tomorrow to the
Buang-buang
new
anjing.
world. But the prophecy of leading everyone to tomorrow belongs to all in Amphorius.
Aduh, masih kurang satu coy.
To see tomorrow.
Apanya?
How can such words be called a prophecy?
Itu loh makanya kemarin aku pakai ini.
Because
Pakai apa
people
namanya?
believe it
Yang
will
main
come
Brawl
true.
itu.
And they are trying
Tinggi
hard to hold
Selena.
on to that belief.
Oh.
Kan, ini itu yang main Brawl aku.
Even as the world teeters
Tiba-tiba
on the
situ
brink
lihat
of
ini.
collapse,
Dendam
everyone
banget
is
kayaknya.
pressing forward, longing to reach farther and move toward
Enggak,
tomorrow.
aku sebenarnya pengen setimnya sama
That is
Finn.
why a holy
Karena dia
maiden
bisa jalan.
exists to lead the
Tim apa?
world toward tomorrow.
Ya kemarin ini dia nggak
Why
bisa si ini
Anisopolis' prophecy
lagi main apa
unfolds
gitu.
as
Jadi
passages.
Iya.
Fate is not about the
bukan sama
outcome,
kita.
but the journey. It's not the flowers
Kenapa kamu nggak mau
that bloom
jungler,
at the
Zel?
end of the
Rasanya kamu
road,
paseng.
but rather
iya.
the paths that lead beyond the
Tanggungnya
gate,
kan gede.
where people
Ya, Pak,
tread
menurut
toward
kamu
the
cuma nggak
sea
percaya
of
diri.
flowers.
Tanggung jawabnya gede dibilang. Gua malas menanggung.
Kamu ngambilin anak orang, tanggung jawabnya juga gede. Aku cuma
If
ngomong.
anything is
Kamu
troubling you,
ngambilin anak orang, tanggung jawabnya juga gede.
set it aside for
Lebih gede
tomorrow.
dari jago, Pak.
Iya kan
There's
sama.
no
Makanya
difference
gua mau.
between
Gue
demigods
kagak
and
doain ngambilin
mortals.
anak orang sih.
The troubles we encounter can only be resolved by our future selves.
Kasih 11 gua udah ya iterasi 12-nya belum
Reflect
kupangkat.
through the long night.
Dong.
Wait for the dawn as you think,
Ini
and set off
Berapa
at
menit kemudian
daybreak.
Maisel?
The hesitant part of us will be left behind in the dark,
gua sih ngomong.
while the determined side of us
Ini anjing
will
bolong,
know
cok.
no
Udah kayak
fear.
kacau.
Because that's how Trivios has journeyed so far to spread the prophecy, beckoning the morning sun
Nah gitu kan
and the
lebih
tomorrow
bagus, anjir.
it promises to bring.
Iya iya iya. Berarti ini.
Live stream gak sih, Zel? Aku pengen lihat
We will
kamu
now
ngapain.
continue the journey and face our destiny. We will step over the gods' corpses and wander among humanity. And thus, we shall sweep apart Amphorius' pitch dark fog. And at the end, all will reach that silver white shoal. That end of the journey, that new world and new tomorrow. It is a haven free from storms, cold, and heavy rains. No sorrow can linger there. We've made a promise to meet again at the end of the west wind, where flowers bloom in spring.
Nah ini dia.
See you tomorrow, Brienne.
Kenapa gini ya? Kok kencang banget
See you
gini?
tomorrow.
Berarti ini kena di sininya nih.
Child of humanity, surely you are not waiting for the arrival of night.
Nights do not fall upon Akama.
That's why it's futile for you to wait here.
Honestly, I didn't expect the renowned Reason Titan to behave like this.
And that's all thanks to you. If your soul weren't as prickly as a hedgehog, I wouldn't have to act this way. If you were more accommodating, you wouldn't be opposing me all the time, and I could teach you more freely instead.
It was you who insisted on implanting the core flame in me. Forget it. Cut the sarcasm and just say what you need to say.
Wow, apa itu?
Fine. All I want is to remind you. There's not much left in your soul.
If you don't do something soon, I will have to take over this body.
If I'm not worried, why should you be? I know what you're planning. You just want my help answering the question. What exactly are we? Correct?
It's good that you remember. Thus, equivalent exchange. It's only fair.
Then rest easy. The answer will soon be revealed, and you'll have to return my body shortly.
Is that true?
Certainly. I initially thought this extremely frail state would hinder me from getting my body back. But I didn't expect the answer to be right within it. That saved me a lot of trouble. I don't even need the black-robed swordmaster's ceremonial blade.
That's certainly worth celebrating.
Regrettably, I can't carry out the upcoming experiment alone.
The girl who's walking with death, is she fully prepared?
Be patient, Titan. If we're always so guarded, how can death reach us easily?
But not least.
Unfortunately, on behalf of Okima, I must ask you to slow your pace.
I forgot about you. My apologies.
The child's words are always carefree. I'll just dismiss these words as nonsense from a cheeky child. Come now, conceited performer. It's time to address your relationship with that Titan.
What if I refuse?
Provocation will only tip Talantan's scales further toward your demise. There's no need to go to such lengths.
Oh, monster neither human nor divine. Don't forget that you won't dare kill me. If you snuff out the core flame of reason, what else can you use to stand against the council?
Do you two mind if I cut in?
I warned you. Do not interrupt me.
I just have been meaning to ask. Does death really matter to you?
What do you mean?
What I mean is, before I implanted the core flame into your heart, you were already a silent, cold corpse.
And so, some people arrived. We have long been known back then, Kadeth. Its arrival would always be so sudden and so momentous. Even little Gray, coming from beyond the sky, was far heavier than just like the destiny that at the end of the Sea of Flowers, the souls, and after an embrace.
3 tokoh utamanya mati ini gimana tuh?
Oh shit.
Terus ya?
Iya.
Yang memiliki lebar kurang dari 10,3 km.